we're going to cover real quickly a story that we touched on yesterday. Yesterday, we talked to you about the fact that Megyn Kelly got her hands on the entire, what was it, like 1,000 pages?
Like a manifesto.
All the writings of the crazy Nashville shooter, the trans weirdo. Okay. And Kash Patel gave her exclusive access to report on these files. And our team member from Radio America, Cal, massive props go to Cal, because Cal was like, hey, I just came across some audio from a radio host right here in Nashville who has an interesting take about the fact that Megyn Kelly got access to these files. And so he put together this clip, and I thought it was so good and important for you all to hear, because it's something that we didn't address yesterday, but he makes a very, very, very good point. Check this out.
I'm not ready to write off Kash Patel just yet, but I'm confused about what has happened over the last 48, 72 hours. I'm sure Megyn Kelly is a fine person. I'm sure Megyn Kelly has the right intentions. I don't understand, if you feel compelled to release the information, why you feel compelled to release the information to one person and not every person. What does Megyn Kelly have intimately to do with this situation that she would get the view of these writings and not those parties that have been interested and most intimately impacted by it? Kash Patel tells us that he believes in openness and transparency, and I want to believe those things, yet he picks and chooses. They did this crap with the Epstein stuff. I'm glad that Megyn is giving us her take on it, but how is that any better than what Nashville did? Nashville said, you can't see this, so we're going to give you our take on it. And now Kash Patel is saying the same thing. You can't see this, but here, Megyn Kelly will give you her take on it. And it'll be a different take, and it'll be a take that probably you'll accept a little more, and so you won't ask for it. If you can give it to Megyn Kelly, I mean, I'm sorry, am I missing something?
I think that's a great question.
It's a great take from Matt Murphy. You said he's in Knoxville?
Nashville, I think.
Nashville?
I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a great take. It's a wonderful question. And I don't know why he chose just her. Because if you're going to be transparent, you should just release the hounds.
And release the documents. Why is he even telling her you can assess them and analyze them and then report about them, but nobody can see them? Why?
Right. Yeah, I don't understand.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because it's what we have to see it through the filter of Megyn Kelly, which, we love Megyn Kelly. To his point, we like Megyn Kelly. She's great. But why do we have to see it through the filter of her? Why can't everybody just get the documents, and then we get to decide how we want to decipher those documents, and then we can talk about them. Everybody can see them.
Right. And it gets even
no different.
It gets even more interesting, because apparently the Tennessee Star, the newspaper there, sued the FBI back in May of 2023 and said, this is a FOIA Act request. We want access to the documents. And the FBI said, oh, sorry, this is still an open investigation, and so we can't release any of those documents. Sorry.
Right.
And then the Tennessee Star hears at basically the same time that we do that Megyn Kelly has gotten access. So they go to the DOJ yesterday, and they're like, what gives?
Right.
And then it gets even weirder, because the DOJ was like, wait, what? Megyn Kelly got the files? The DOJ had no idea. At least that's according to their spokesperson. Maybe Pam Bondi did, but the DOJ official the official take is that they were unaware that Megyn Kelly got these documents from Kash Patel. So the FBI, the DOJ are not talking to each other, and they're doing things around these lawsuits that are already kind of in progress. So it's just, the whole thing is completely messed up.
And
Yeah, it's a total cluster. And I wish Megyn would, I give her some, because this is not about her. It's not her fault that she got the documents. This is this exclusive. It's not her fault. But and I get that she's a lawyer, and so she probably understands what is reasonable to share at this point if there's a continuing investigation and what's not. But the whole thing is so reminiscent of the Epstein files being given to just the influencers at first in their little binders. And then it turned out that was a nothing burger anyway. The whole thing is just, it's not being handled well.
Right.
And that's bad,
Yeah. What they need to start doing is just releasing these files to everybody.
Right.
And then that is true transparency, period. Just stop with this like piecemeal thing, because yes, it's reminiscent of the Epstein thing, but it's also reminiscent of, Biden and Obama and people like that. We're not that. So stop it. Stop.
Yeah. I don't like it, you guys. Don't like it.
Stop it.
He's just the vilest, the vilest.
The vilest.
And so are the people that you end up sitting next to at urgent cares, you guys, which is why you don't ever, ever, ever want to go there if you can help it. If you don't need to go to an urgent care.
Right. They're Andrew Tates, you guys. They're all Andrew Tates. Nasty people.
They're just nasty.
Gross.
And they don't mean to be. I mean, a lot of them are just really, really sick.
It's
but
true.
like, that's why if you know you have something that you just need an antibiotic for, if you're like, God, if I could just get my hands on a Z-Pak, all would be well. The answer is here. It's allfamilypharmacy.com/chicks. That is the place that you can get treatments that were made highly unavailable to you during COVID, because like the government and big pharma were like working together to just make it impossible.
They have all that stuff. Right.
Yeah. Hydroxychloroquine. They've got over 200 medications, including all the antibiotics to treat all the different kinds of things. And they give you lots and lots of guidebooks that say, if these are your symptoms, here's the appropriate drug to take. And it's all doctor prescribed medication, but you do everything online, which takes the going and being sick around other people factor out. You don't have to worry about that. They ship things immediately. It's fantastic. We use it. We have medications on hand, and it is so much better than having to wait for a doctor or go to the urgent care. So if you want to get some drugs just in your medicine cabinet so you have them ready to go, it's allfamilypharmacy.com/chicks. The code is chicks10. Okay. Chicks10, not just chicks. Chicks10. You'll get 10% off of your entire order. Check them out.